Hello and welcome to Baba Eats, where I prepare healthy meals for my family, including my toddler. Tonight I'm going to be making a soup. I'm going to be making a vegetable soup, and I'm going to be using some carrots, onion, garlic, and lentils, and a new ingredient. And here is this new ingredient. It is a celery root. Celery root. I had not noticed this in the store before, but I saw it this week when I was grocery shopping, and I thought, that looks new and interesting. I want to see what I can do with that. So I will be putting that in my soup as well, and I'll be using some chicken broth that I'll be making from the drippings from a chicken that I roasted last night. I'm going to start by chopping and sauteing the vegetables. Then I'll add in the chicken broth and the lentils and let those cook. So I'll be back to show you more shortly. I like to start with the carrots because they are firm and will take the longest to soften up, so I can get those sauteing first, and then I'll add in my onion. Then I'll chop the celery root, which is new to me. I think I'm gonna peel it and then slice it into cubes and treat it kind of like I would if it were a potato. I don't know if that's reasonable, but it seems like it to me since it's a root. So root to me is like a carrot or a potato, and I would cook it in the same way. So in a soup, I think it's going to be good. And maybe if I wasn't doing it in a soup, I might try roasting it in the oven like I would carrots or potatoes in the oven with some olive oil and salt and pepper. So if I end up liking the taste of it in my soup, then maybe next time I'm at the grocery store, I'll get a celery root and try it roasted in the oven. But tonight, soup was on my mind, so that's what I'm going to do with it. So I just chopped the top off, and it looks nice and white on the inside. And the skin doesn't look very thick, so I think it'll be pretty easy to just take off the skin like this and chop it up into cubes. So now I have it all peeled. Looks nice and smooth, and I'm gonna chop it into chunks. And I've been saving all of my vegetable discards, like skins and stuff like this, to try and make it into a vegetable broth. I haven't ever done that before, but it's a way to have low waste in the kitchen and use up all of those bits and pieces that you're not going to eat. So I'm going to add the skin that I peeled off of this into my vegetable stock bag that's in the freezer. And that bag is getting pretty full. So pretty soon I'll be trying to turn all of those vegetable discards into a broth. And I'll share that if that turns out well. Maybe if it doesn't turn out well, I might share it, and then we can talk about what mistakes I may have made in not doing that, but I think it'll be fine. So all of these chunks of vegetables are going to go in there, saute up for a few minutes to just get a little bit of that caramelization going from the carrots and onions and celery root. And then I will add in my garlic last because I don't want my garlic to burn And after that, I'll see if I have some wine or maybe lemon as a little acid to put in there. And then I'll get my chicken stock in there. So I will be back shortly. So after my vegetables were sauteed, I added in the broth that I had on hand. And then I added my lentils in there. And I let that cook for about half an hour. And now my soup is done. And it smells really good. I'm gonna scoop some out. And I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro on top because I had some on hand and it looks nice to add a little green in there. Let me get a spoon. Here it is. There's some chicken in there, the lentils, and not potatoes. It looks like potatoes, but it's celery root. I've never had celery root before, so I am looking forward to trying that. I'm gonna get a spoonful here. It's really hot. The broth is really good. The celery root softened up nicely. Other than it took on the flavor of the broth. It's very, very soft. It kind of has the texture of a well-cooked broccoli stem or cauliflower stem or carrot. I'm not sure why it's reminding me of well-cooked broccoli, like just the kind of firm texture of it, but also the softness to it when I bite it, and it's not fibrous or stringy. I'm pleased with how it came out. And now I'm going to go serve it to my family. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more with you soon.